Okay. Well, let's see what we can see here. See if I can change the name of that. So, see what we can do here. Actually, just building one computer, just pay attention to the text on the screen. I forgot to change the name of the actual stream. So this is a new one. This is not a gaming machine, but it does need multiple monitors, and there's no single CPU that I know that has integrated graphics that can handle more than one monitor. So went simple with the GTX 1050 Ti, very cheap solution for it. You can have up to, I believe, 4 screens with this one. Other 1050 Ti's are limited to 3. This one has a better CPU than the other computers that I built last time. This is an i5 6500. This is a quad core. The other one was a dual core with hyper-threading, I believe. It was a 6100. I think the 6100 has that. If not, I'm thinking of the 7100. But yeah, let's get right to it. So, 600 watt CPU or power supply. Roseville Challenger mid tower. It's got USB 3 on the front, 2 USB 2 audio ins, or audio, yeah, mic in, audio out. Power reset, standard stuff. So here, both sides have thumb screws on them. This one also has the water cooling grommets on the back. Power supply is mounted on the bottom. Looks like this is a little tough to get off too. And from what I learned last time, I'm just going to take these side panels off now. It's much easier that way. The card is about 120 bucks, I think. It's a really great solution. This machine over here, the one that I use for the shop as an actual gaming machine, that's what I have in there. It's the same exact card. It's 1050 Ti. For 1080p gaming, it is honestly the greatest thing I've ever seen. For low budget, it's truly unbelievable. You can even get by playing some 4K games, like some lesser demanding ones, like I played like Age Mythology. You know that one, Age Mythology Extended Edition, which is actually a decently demanding game, but I was still able to play that game 60 FPS, no problem, at 4K on that little card. It's got 4 gigs of VRAM. I'll check out the clock here in a bit. Yeah, it's DX12. It does have simultaneous multi-projection, so you can actually use it for VR, light VR gaming. So it works great for Tilt Brush, Gorn, some of the other ones. You know, I've played quite a few VR games, and I have the HTC Vive, and it runs all that stuff no problem. Like, I'm extremely picky on that kind of stuff. Yeah, you really should. It's great. The best part about it is that it doesn't require any power pins. It gets all of its power from the PCI Express lane, which means it's 75 watts or less power draw. So even that machine in there that has an i5 4600, I believe, so it's definitely an older generation CPU. Even with that CPU and then that graphics card, the entire system power draw under full load is only about 170 watts. Under full 100% CPU and GPU load, it's only about that. So under idle load, it's at like 60 or so. It's insane. It is insane. Considering my powerhouse at home that has an i5 4670K overclocked to 4.5 gigahertz and a GTX 980 Ti hybrid, That one idles probably about at 160 or so, and under load I can reach up to 400 watts. So yeah, you don't even need a 1,000-watt power supply. Even the other machines that I built a couple days ago, those ones didn't have a GPU. You know, it was just CPU, whatever. You know, but that one I only put a 400-watt power supply in there, and that would have been fine for even this graphics card. I could have gotten away with that even. So yeah, let's keep going with this though. So I've never used this case before, so probably gonna run into some issues like I did with the other case. You know, every single time I use a case, it's a whole different story. You know, so there's no way I can know what's gonna happen, but make do with what you got. Also, I just went to AT&T and I picked up this. I got the Galaxy S8 Active. It has, in this case, it has a nice stand on it. It can sit both vertical and horizontal. This actually keeps it up horizontal as well. But it's a fantastic case, or fantastic phone. Snapdragon 835. Yeah, it's nice. I needed the new card, or the new phone, because my old phone is really slow. It was an Asus Zenfone 3 Max. Had like a 1.2 gigahertz processor, super slow, and it was actually dropping some of my calls. I actually wasn't receiving, my phone was not going off because my phone couldn't keep up. So yeah, here is the GPU. I'm just gonna stick this box in there so you can see what the GPU looks like here. Also, I'm gonna ground myself first here, so we're good. It's a super small card too. It can fit in just about any case. Even this, I'll show you. I'll actually bring the computer over there. There's a mini ITX build that I have this thing in. Also, I know the audio quality is not going to be as good for this setup or this stream because my Yeti's at home, so I'm just using the webcam's microphone. So yeah, so this is the. I'll get it over here because this one's better. This is the EVGA GTX 1050 Ti, super sleek card. You cannot SLI, so there's no SLI bridges or anything. It stays extremely cool. You have, let's see, yeah, you have HDMI 2.0, DisplayPort 1.4, and DVI-D. It's a dual slot card. But super tiny. So in comparison to a RAM, to a stick of RAM, that's how big it is. You can see, same size as a stick of RAM, same length. So we are going to put that down. You got an S7 Edge, yeah. I bet you it's a nice phone. Let's see, the last Galaxy phone I had was an S5 Active, and that one was terrible. I do not advise anyone get that one. The battery on that thing is horrible. I couldn't even last until noon, and I need to recharge. So, but, we'll see how this S8 Active goes. Yeah, the reason I liked my Asus was because it's so low power draw, because it's so slow, and it had a 5,000 milliamp battery in it. The S8 Active has a 4,000, but because it was slow and had such a big battery, that thing lasted me several days, like 3+ days on heavy use, and I wouldn't have to recharge. It was nice, but it was extremely slow. So because of the battery life, I was more than willing to let it slide, because that's what I needed. I could not be tethered to a cable. Power supply open here. Let's see. Krutopia, are you one of my subscribers already? I don't recognize you. Are you part of Piebald Gaming? Are you from there? Oh, and something I forgot to mention is I dished out a little bit extra money for this power supply because it was a nightmare dealing with those other ones, and I want this this is going into a pretty decently good business, so I want it to be good. Check this out. This is a fully, almost, it's a semi-modular. The only thing that's not modular is, you know, power cables and stuff, but it's modular, so all this stuff is extra. I can pop it in and out at will, so the only ones that are here are the CPU header and the power pin. So fantastic. Yeah, this is a nice, it's got a nice sleek look to it. It's like a metallic finish on it, but it's not, it doesn't, it's fingerprint resistant. Yep. Very nice, very, very nice. Cool, so set that there. And I know for a fact we're going to need, this is about the time you want to figure out what you're going to need for things. So we're going to need this, one SATA power cable, the power cable for the computer. Here's some Velcro straps, that's nice. Nice big thick Velcro straps, looks like there's 2 of them in here. Cool. And then the 4 screws to screw the power supply into the case. Alright, so the rest of this stuff can go back in the bag, or back in the box. Oh, my phone went to sleep. Shit. Oh, bloody mustache. Alrighty. Hold on, I need my phone to not go to sleep here, so hold on. Display. Where are you at here? Screen timeout. There's no never. 15 seconds to 10 minutes. Okay. Well, that's gay. Why? Why? Why would you not have a never option? Whatever. Well. Alrighty, well. You want to send another message through YouTube chat? I want to see if my phone is still in the stream, technically. Because I had the app closed and the phone locked, so I want to see if it's still there. So go ahead and send another message if you're still watching. I'm going to keep zooming along here with this. I always try to keep kind of clean while I'm doing these builds, because then the cleanup takes less time later. Alrighty. Oh, come on. Okay, there's the RAM, nice rip jaws. There. Okay, cool. So yeah, it is still working. That's good. Alrighty. Time for the motherboard. IO shield. I am familiar with this motherboard. This is the same motherboard that I used for the last build. It's a very nice motherboard. Just a little weird that the power pins and stuff were not in that location. I still can't, that's insane. I can't believe that. In all my years of building computers, this is the first motherboard that the power reset, you know, hard drive light, all that stuff is not in the bottom right corner. It's the middle. It's the middle bottom. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So, taking that IO shield out right now. And, like always, go ahead and plop that in there right now. Switch this around so you can see. So you'll look on your motherboard of how that's going to go, and I can see it goes just like just like that. Just like before, I like to take all this stuff out, so you just break those pins off. I don't like them being there. You're supposed to use them as like a locking mechanism. Frankly, they've never actually locked anything. They just get in the way and cause problems, like shortages, and yeah, it's not good. So I just get rid of them. My buddy wanted to know if I got a drone. I used to have that, Phantom 3. Then it broke. It was a refurbished model, so yeah, I kind of had a feeling it was probably going to break. But I was debating either getting a new phone or purchasing that Mavic Pro, and I was like, you know what? I kind of need to be able to take business calls and stuff, so a phone is more what I'm going to need right now. I'll get the drone later if I need to. Almost done. Clean up the scraps, get them off the table. Now I can pop that IO shield in there, always double check. Make sure it's going to be right, which for me is that. So, like so. There you go. IO shield's in place. You can unzip tie these ones here. Or untie, not zip tie. What do we got here? So, well, that's nice. So all the pins are like nice and neatly arranged like this. You can see that. They're all together. That's nice. USB 3, USB, HD audio, and this one even has the old AC96 or AC97. Looks like for this they go straight like that, so they have no way of getting around the back first. Alright, so because I know this guy's probably going to want a CD drive, I'm going to probably have to leave and do one at a time here. I want to see where these can fit here. It's going to need some room. I know because that motherboard is about like that. It's going to sit about like so. So that should be fine. Even if it's forced to the top, there should still be room for it. Yeah, that should be good. Okay. USB 3. I'm pretty sure these two are going to need to be closer. USB 3 is really close, so I can go right here. And actually, I'm going to bring it right back up once I get to that point. For now, I'm going to leave these ones out. Let's take out the CPU. Yeah, drones are fun, man. They really are. That was my first drone experience. Well, second drone experience. The first drone was like a really small toy nano drone. It was pretty trash. The Phantom 3 was all right. Honestly, when it worked, it was great. I loved it. But by the week after, I couldn't go more than like 20 feet away from me, and the thing would lose signal, and it would return to home, and it would fly up in the sky, fly back to me, and fly down. It's pretty stupid. Okay. CPU. Where's the latch thing? Here we go. Heatsink. And like I said before, I like to use the motherboard box as a free, non-conductive surface to actually apply all this stuff. Always touch the edges. Never touch everything. It's right in there. Okay. Okay. Bring down the pins for the RAM. Okay. Put the CPU in. You guys can see that all right. God, I love how clean Intel CPUs look. Look at that shit. Look at that shit. That's clean. That looks good. Who wants to focus? Whatever. I'm not going to waste time with that bullshit. Alright. Push down, pull out. Let me activate my screen so it doesn't go to sleep. Intel makes some really clean products though. Just like that. Like I said last time, line up the triangle that's on the CPU at one of the corners. Line that up with the usually triangle on the motherboard, and that's how you know how it goes in. Most of the time, like this is how you're supposed to. Here, let me close this quick. So you put this down, then you put the locking thing underneath the screw, then you bring that arm down. It's gonna feel like you're gonna break it. You're gonna hear it like creak and stuff. That's fine. So you push down. There. The black lid comes off. Take that black lid, put it back inside your CPU case, CPU box that came in. Toss that shit right back in the box, and never look at it again. But always keep your boxes. Anyway, as I was saying, always make sure you're grounded and stuff before you touch the motherboard. If you're looking at the motherboard from this direction, you know, like you read a book, left to right, top to bottom, you can read the CPU when you're looking from this direction, from right here. So that's how you know what direction to go. My little indicator was right under here, that corner, and that's of course where the triangle is for the CPU. What's up? Time to put the heatsink on. I know for a fact with this, the way this motherboard is set up, that the fan's not going to reach unless I take it out of all these other freaking things that are in here, so give me a moment. And I love how Intel loves to like freaking put their fans cords underneath the heatsink for some reason, like inside the fan. Why? Why you do this? There we go. So, and just like with the CPU, you should be able to read the fan. That's how it goes on. Press down. You line it up here. Press down. Hear the pop. Do diagonal. Press down. Hear the pop. And here it doesn't really matter, but you press down. Press down. There we go. CPU is locked in. Heatsink's locked in. Plug your CPU fan into the CPU fan header. You might have a 3-pin CPU fan and a 4-pin header on the motherboard. You'll see where like the locking thing is. That's how you know where it goes. You can't put it in the other way, so that's how you know. There's only one way to put those in. Just like I did with the other one. I don't know what's up with this motherboard, but it has like this weird thing right here for the PS2. I don't know why, but I always pull that out. So, but I don't have my tool to pull it out, so I guess it's staying this time. So I guess we're gonna leave it. Should be fine. So that's that. And also we're gonna put the RAM in now. There's only one way that you can put it in. If you have a single slot RAM, over here, so it's really small, so it's hard to manage wires. I don't want a new case. Any tips? Let me bring this over. Is it? I want to see if you can see this or not. I'm about to move the entire freaking thing here. Hold on. I gotta move this all at once without breaking shit. Okay. Without disconnecting the camera. Okay. Let's see if we can do this. Is it a case like that one? That's a mini ITX build. That's the same graphics card. That's the freaking size of the entire case right there. That's how big it is. See how I manage my wires? That is a completely non-modular 400-watt power supply. 400 watts with the graphics card and a 4600 CPU. An i5 4600 CPU. Or 4660. Something like that. It's fantastic. That's how I manage my wires. That's about as shitty of a case as you can get for doing that stuff. I would never buy that case for a customer. I mean, I did for one because I didn't know it was a shitty case at the time. I was trying it out. That was my first ITX build, mini ITX build. And yeah, I will never get that case again. The case is like, I think it was like $15. It's a regular size case, but with a power supply and everything, it takes tons of room. Zip ties, lots and lots of zip ties. I will. What time is it where you're at right now? It is 2 p.m. right now here. I get off work at 5:30. At that time, I could run home and do another live stream of my own desktop if you'd like, and you can see what I did for that. Mine is a full tower, full ATX case, huge freaking case, like sits like that tall. Full steel, glass side panel, grill and everything. 2 p.m. So, would you think you'll be around in 4.5 hours? Because I could live stream that and show what I did there. About 6 months ago, for the first time in 2.5, 3 years, I actually took everything out of my case. Everything out of my case, laid it all out, and I planned how I was going to have like the cables managed and everything. Because with that case, it's so old. It's the same case I had that I bought 8-9 years ago when I first did this. And there's no place to cable manage or anything with it, nothing. So I just had to kind of jury rig everything and zip tie it everywhere. Everywhere. But looks good. Looks really good. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'd be happy to live stream then. Might take me a bit to disassemble my stuff, but yeah. I'll just have to show you. There's no really way to explain it. It's more of a learn as you go and kind of do what I did. You know, I made a shitty paper diagram of what my computer looks like. And I measured like the lengths of the cables and stuff and measured, you know, like what it's going to take to go up to that and bring it back around. And that's how I made that work out. But it's nice, my case. Ooh, it looks good. It looks really good. Before, it was horrible. I could actually probably find some of the pictures from before. But actually, I don't know if I took before pictures of that shit. Oh well. Yeah, trust me, it's worth it because whenever you have to work on something with your computer, it's so much faster after you cable manage good. So take the CPU or this SSD out of the box now. Let's keep going with this. Where's my knife? So this is a very interesting SSD. This is the Samsung VNAND SSD 850 EVO. Top of the line 850 you can get. 500 gig. This is rated for the full speed of an SSD, read and write. Freaking insane. It's got like 98,000 IOPS. So yeah, it's one of the fastest SSDs. I did not want to look bad for this business. You know, this is my first time doing business with this. It's like a big corporation. It's the YST, the Yankton Sioux tribe. It's Native American. You know, that's just the name of everything is Yankton Sioux. They're the Yankton Sioux, you know, whatever. That's what they do. So I didn't want to look bad for them. Let's go back to this RAM here. There's only one way. This is a DDR4 stick. DDR3. Pull up here. I'll show you the difference quick. It's very minor. You probably won't even be able to tell the difference between the two. I'll just go up here. I can do it better from up here. Can you see the, go like this. Can you see the differences? Probably not. It's too far away. So if I go like this, look at that. Look at the pins. Try to get a good look at them. If it wants to focus on it. Anyway, versus something like that. Much finer. There's more pins in DDR4 than there are on the DDR3. Obviously, I hope they put more pins, more data, right? Anyway, I have a whole bunch of this is all like the trash, random accessory stuff. I have a whole freaking box of that. Anyway, there's only one way you can put it in there. If you're using a single channel like this stick, you just put it in the slot closest to the CPU. You'll lock those babies in there till they click. Takes a little bit of pressure, don't be afraid. Okay, and now I'm going to say it's time to put the motherboard in. So let's go ahead, get this out of the way. Move that over a bit. Fix this up. Do you have a Dropbox? Just if you have the automatic upload on your phone, you know, take a picture with your phone, should automatically upload to Dropbox, go on your computer, or I think you can do it on your phone. Just right-click the file and do copy Dropbox link and paste the Dropbox link in chat here, and I can check it out. It'll probably be the easiest. Dropbox is so fast. So if you already have a picture of it on your computer and you don't have Dropbox, download a program called Gyazo, Gyazo.com, I believe. It's a free thing. You can just take a quick screenshot, auto uploads it, and you can just give a link to it. It's great. Instant upload, you don't have to do anything. Otherwise, if you don't want to download an application, Windows has print screen, so you can just press the print screen button, and then open up MS Paint, then Control V, and then save the file. That's the old way of doing it. I have old hard drives and stuff in here. Nobody saw that. Yeah. Alright, so let's go ahead. Without further ado. Oh, look at this. This is what I think it is. Does this actually have... Holy shit. I think this actually has... Yeah, it has an SSD mount in it. Hell yeah. Awesome. Look at this. It's got these rails in here for hard drives.
Oh,
Hey, how's it going?
good.
How can I help you?
How's it going? You're Justin's son?
Yeah.
Okay, Michael? Yeah. I bet you before one, just Justin doesn't bring out some balls.
Alrighty.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good. I want to get that dropped off, so.
Okay, what's it for, Jim? Okay, I'll get you a receipt if you
I
like.
don't need to,
All right, I'll let Justin know that you just dropped it off.
okay, I did talk to you on the phone, so he's over the drop.
All right, thank you very much.
Yep.
Have a good day.
Yes, you do.
Thanks.
See ya. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Then let's go ahead and take the tie off the fan here. Actually, no, this motherboard has a place close to it, so I don't need to. I can actually leave that up there like I did with the board. Oh, this one has two fans on it. Does it have two system fan headers? This does not have two fan headers on it. No problem. No problem at all. Yeah, this just has the one fan on it, so that's fine. We only need one fan. It's alright. I guess if that's the case for that, I'd probably... Is it a bigger fan? I can't even tell. Okay. Alright, that one can stay like so. So this one does require the standoffs, unlike the other case. One, two, three, 5, 6. It requires 6, so take 6 of the standoffs. And I can probably guess where they're going to be, where they need to go. Sometimes it can be tricky to get those in there. Make sure the standoffs are secured so they don't move, because you're not going to want these to move. I need to go get pliers. I have one around here somewhere, but I don't think so. 1 second, I'll be right back. Okay. Now someone plug my computer back in so that doesn't die, because that would be bad. Go ahead. The reason that you want these to be so tight is because when you go to screw in your motherboard, you're kind of locking that screw from the, well, you're locking the screw to the standoff. When you unscrew it, you're probably going to take the standoff with it. And if that happens, you're going to have to take everything out of your machine and reapply all the standoffs. And then put everything back in. Trust me, I learned that the hard way. Is it X4? What's the brand name? And how many watts was it? You said it was a 1,000-watt one. And does it say bronze, gold, or platinum rating on it? Okay. Hopefully I have those secure enough now that it's not going to move. So, ground yourself a little bit. Put the motherboard in. Okay. Okay. And here is when I usually advise to put in one screw at the far end. Far ends of the motherboard. That stops it from moving back any farther. Yeah, E plus bronze, that's good. Yep, that's what this one is. This is an 80 plus bronze. As long as you have like a bronze rating, it's fine. You don't need the other ones. I have a 750 watt power supply powering my GTX 4670K overclocked and my 980 Ti hybrid overclocked, along with 32 gigs of RAM, but that doesn't draw much power. I have 6 hard drives, mechanical drives, 2 SATA SSDs, and 2 PCI Express SSDs, and it can power all that. It's 750 watt. You don't, like I said, even under full GPU and CPU load, my computer only draws like 300, 400 watts, I think I said. Yeah, it's nothing much. Go watch the video. Linus Tech Tips made a great video on that. They did all the different tests and stuff, where they even had freaking quad Titan XPs to see what the power draw was and stuff. Just, I think they got away with a 1,000-watt power supply for that even, and they still have room to spare. So yeah, you're fine. Just look for a good power supply, you know. You'll be fine. Alright, so that's done. I'm gonna go ahead and put in the, see where the HD audio and stuff is gonna reach. Yeah, that'll be fine. That's even closer, so that's fine. I can probably, oh, even that might work. Yeah, look at that. Okay. So I'm gonna set that back up here. Run these back through there. I'm just gonna take this fan out of here because otherwise he's gonna ask me, why didn't you plug the fan in? Well, the motherboard doesn't have another pin. Why didn't you get another motherboard that has another pin? Because you don't need the fan. You'll be fine with this. Even if you're in California in a really fucking hot place, what you guys do is never gonna make this computer get that hot. Literally, all they do is browse the web and stuff and look at Microsoft Word documents. And he's like, I want a better computer. I'm like, well, I'll get you a great computer, but you're never gonna be able to use, like, you'll never use like 50% of its capacity. The only reason, like I said, the only reason he has this GPU is because he needs multiple monitors, and this is like the cheapest solution that lets multiple monitors happen. That also has the connectors that they need. So, yeah. So, fan. I think this one has an LED in it. The LED was in the front. One, two. Oh yeah. So that's also a thing I missed. Power that fan in the front. Fan in the front is the one that has the LED. This will be the first time I've used Roseville anything, actually. I don't think I've ever used Roseville before. Okay, let's see. I want to see if these cables reach back here. Run that. That'd be fantastic. Nice. All right. Okay. So that means I could probably. I'm gonna go ahead. Actually, before I do anything else, I want to get the freaking power supply in here. So let me lay that puppy down. Let's get this power supply in here, shall we? Yay, the holes actually match. Fantastic. Okay, so take that off. Nice. Alright, so where did I put that little baggie here? Yeah, feel free, like, ask me questions. Like, now's the time to ask me questions. If you have any questions regarding computers, technology, anything, let me know. I love answering questions. And that was kind of like a free time. If it's during a live stream, I'd be happy to answer them and stuff. If you come in to ask me for questions, I usually have to charge you because you're taking my time and stuff. This is more like my Goodwill time. So yeah, take advantage of it. Time is not cheap. Good. Power supply is not going anywhere. I'm gonna put all these back in their baggie. Back in the box. Put the rails here. This is what I was talking about with the SSD. It actually gave an SSD converter in there with a tray, so good on them. I think I'll actually need some of these screws back to mount the SSD. I need to go find some screws for that. Here we go. I think I had these laying around. These are the screws that you need to mount the SSD inside that 3 1/4 inch to 2 1/2 inch drive bay. So we need 4 of those. They give you 8, so that's nice. It should be. I'm pretty sure that's the one you need. Let me try here. I could be wrong. Okay, I might need my magnetic thing here. 1 second. Okay, it doesn't want to be magnetic today, apparently. Perfect. Fantastic. Does not want to cooperate with me today. So, do you want to guess how much this build is going to cost? It's this build, and it has 2 24-inch monitors, 1080p, and a dual mount desk arm stand for the monitors. No keyboard, no mouse, just the tower and everything. How much do you think it's going to cost, including like installation stuff and everything? Also, the cost of transferring their old information, setting up their software again, all that stuff. How much do you think I'm being paid for this? SSD's in there good. That looks fantastic. And I'm going to put that at the top. God, that's nice. That is smooth. That's nice. I love that. Okay, motherboard can go. My phone locked again. Give me a second. Is my stream lagging or something?
Very nice. Very nice. Cool. So set that there.
Okay.
And I know.
Man.
Cool. SSD's in there good. That looks fantastic. And I'm going to put that at the top. God, that's nice. That is smooth. That's nice.
Cool. Okay. Because I think my internet's going to shit, kind of. Oh, I have a little pocket. I just realized I have an extra pocket on my pants. Huh. You know, a pocket blends in well when you don't even realize it when you're wearing it. That's cool. Pants are getting a little dirty. Alrighty, let's start up here. Start running these cables back here, shall we? No. Fly. We need just this one cable here. Because it has Molex on it too, right? Oh, it doesn't have Molex. Damn, I gotta run another cable. That's disappointing. Alright, well. Oh, fly, get the fuck out of here. Jesus Christ. Okay. So, let's open this back up. Get these Molex bad boys out of here. I wish. I like when they have Molex and SATA on them for exactly this reason. Like all SATA and then one Molex. That'd be fantastic. I'd love that. Oh, come on. There. Alright. Okay. Probably thinking to yourself, what is he going to do? Well, that's his chair over here. It's actually really dark here.
Oh my gosh, dang it. Hello.
Hi.
I need to pay some money to Jim.
All right. Who's this?
Monica, well. Oh my gosh, I told him 150, I only have 145.
So,
Yeah. Oh, you got change, right? Think we could just get 2 tens? Yeah.
hey, Paul.
What's happening?
So,
Yes.
I may have to put this on work today.
yeah, it's pretty good.
Except it's a 2X, I want 3X.
That's her fault. I just make the shirts, Paul. There you are.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. No, she's talking on the phone.
Oh.
Speaker. How much?
Huh?
2130. Yes.
Yeah. Should make it more if you use that.
Yeah, it's the tape.
We got 2%?
I think ours is 4, but we pay less for like having them totally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Alright, you want to sign this one?
Well, thank you very much.
The other end this time. You ain't stop going with curveballs. First it's here, then it's there.
There you are.
What do you think of the front of that shirt?
Well, I wanted a 3X, so that's 2X.
What?
No.
He
He goes,
Oh,
that's my mom's fault.
I just make the shirts.
No,
Yeah, I like it.
it's a 3X, so
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay. I thought maybe you liked the front of it, that's
I
pretty
told
cool.
Michael, I may just have to put this on and wear it today.
I know. I thought that
Yeah.
lead green.
Just keep it off the leash again.
Would you like that?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
So,
I like that too.
yeah. The people that made this, they're all right people, I guess.
Just remember, nobody washing the first time, inside out.
Yeah, this one good.
Yep, that one too. That one is with the vinyl. You know?
This one was vinyl, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I never washed it inside.
So you did? Oh.
It's been through the wash more times than the guy needs to.
Oh, okay. Well, now she called me back today, so
I told her this morning, first thing this morning, 'cause I was sleeping by the time she got home.
Yeah.
And she went and started doing it. Are you going to call her or not?
Yeah, she did, and we're just gonna wait. She's got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
Timmy has football right
Yeah,
now.
that's
so
what she
I'm
was
gonna
saying.
call her when football is over.
And when she gets into her new job, then it'll
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
settled down.
And you know, fuck Jocko. Why is she so worried about it?
Exactly. That's what I told her.
Concentrate on your new job.
Yeah.
Get those.
She was telling me yesterday she was doing, nothing got done over the weekend. In her department, nobody did nothing.
Yeah.
And so she said, I got all these sales and this, that, and that. When I did my shoes, I said, aren't the shoes the last thing you're supposed to do? Yeah, but they're the easiest. I said, oh, you got short timer's disease, don't you? Yep. Oh, gee, heck with it, I'm just going to do the easy stuff. Everyone else does.
Yeah.
I said, nobody ever helps you. And you got to run around and get that department done, that. And nobody ever helps you when you're gone for your days off.
Yeah.
I said, why do you even worry about that?
Yeah, I know. I mean, I didn't tell her that, but I thought that when she told me that she's gonna run back and forth and still help them out. I'm like,
Yeah.
look at that.
Yeah.
Concentrate on your new job, because that's gonna be long term. That's way more important than
Yeah.
this other
Heck yeah.
nonsense.
Shopko will come and go.
Yeah.
Shopko did, you know,
Oh yeah, shop.
especially in Wagner.
I think that's gonna be ready to close up before
Yeah.
too long.
Yeah. They
Now
got
that we're
more.
gonna get the Dollar General over here, there's gonna be some change.
I can't believe the Dollar General or the Dollar Tree, whatever the hell it is over in Lake Andes is still open. How in the
Dollar
world-
General,
Yeah,
busy as hell all day long.
that's what I heard. How much 500 discounts do they have in
How much what?
there? That. Because Shopko loses ungodly amounts of money every day.
Really?
Yeah. They have like $20,000 in 1 month walk out of that store.
Then why don't we put alarms up and shit?
Yeah.
I mean, by month we pay for your system.
Chavo's wannabe girlfriend and other lady friends went from Chavo's house, went out there in their baggy clothes, came home with their shirts are all full, you know, with makeup and clothing, and underneath, you know, they just dressed up. It's unbelievable. Yeah, no again.
I don't either.
And they're not allowed to make a blacklist like the Dollar Tree does, Dollar General, whatever. They have a blacklist, people who can't come in the store. And shopper says, no, you can't segregate like that. The hell you can't? Watch me.
Don't they have a security system where they're watching these people?
Yeah, they do.
Well, obviously nobody's sitting there watching them.
Evidently. Yeah, well, they got 400 and 500% markup on everything, so
Oh,
so their loss margin isn't,
yeah.
you know, on the books it's a hell of a lot of money, but on the purchasing side, it's peanuts.
Right. But that's the only way you can have a business,
Yep.
if you check it out like that.
Yep.
That's what I keep telling Michael too.
Yeah,
You gotta keep your lights on.
yeah,
If
exactly.
you only mark it up 100%, that don't keep your lights on.
Yeah.
It just doesn't. You know?
When Jonathan was doing those medicine balls and he borrowed the molds to make them, the Atlas stones, I says, did you pay John rent or any money like that for his molds? No. He says, he just said I could use them. I said, you should give him money. He had to buy that mold. It cost him money. It's not costing you nothing.
Yeah. That reminds me, is Jonathan back yet?
No. You won't be back in another month.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I need some money for his bank, but I had some stuff that I did out of the shop. Couple of massages and the teeth whitening. So,
Yeah.
you know. Let's see.
We were in there the other day. Not the other day, I'm always doing this kind of word again. We came in, my wife, Janice, like, you're gonna say, well, did you sell some shirts? No. There's 4 shirts missing. Now, a couple of days later, I called him. He came back for the weekend of Labor Day. Then he went back up to Pennsylvania. So I called him and we were shooting the shit. And it's all of that shirts. He says, you ever figure out who took your shirts? Did you look at your security? Yeah, I didn't need to. I remembered I gave them away.
Oh, oh, good. Why is he giving them away?
No kidding.
I
Yeah, that money you paid for them. Don't give the shit away.
know, you just can't. 'Cause People don't appreciate it anyways.
You get a $10, $20 t-shirt, you're gonna give it away.
Yeah,
You may as well take me out to supper.
exactly. And me too.
Uh-huh.
Well,
later.
thanks a lot, Paul.
Yeah, take
We'll
care.
see ya. Yeah,
See you,
you
Mike.
too.
Yeah. Yeah, look up the stuff again for this, where the reset is. Cool beans, good beans.
All right. That's done. All right. Now the green buttons, huh?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I lost the board for you.
Thank you.
You know.
I didn't know it needed to be washed.
Yeah, you used it the other day. Remember when the car was at Rogers?
Oh.
We got covered in mud.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Is it right now?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. So I know that this is probably going to come back around through here now. Mm-hmm. What I can do about that here. Wonder if I can. No, that's about how it's gonna stay, huh? I don't like that. I don't like it at all. There we go. That'll work. That should be fine. There. That should be all right. There. Hi there.
Go into the round.
Alrighty. Let me know if you have any questions.
Hi, ladies. How's it going? Good. Yeah.
Okay. So now, let's try the CPU cable and see what we can do here. See if this can reach. It's a long ways.
Well, back to some sunshine, huh? Yeah. All right, which size would you like? That be all for you? All right. Would you like that gift wrap or? Thank you very much. Did you need 5 too?
Not right now.
Oh, okay. These are the ones for 12. And then these are the ones here for 495. And this is my last one, which is status box. That's what the- These are not too bad, these are $8.99. Those are $14.95. Oh, sure. I'm getting controllers. There's the other one. And then these, I'm not sure how they need to screen. Once you got their scale, it's like the better.
How about that one? What's my name?
This one's $12.95. Here's what you need, nice glass pipe.
How much for those book checks that was made of the top ones in the middle?
The black ones? I think they're $9. They're nice, I think. They're all leather, so the longer you wear, the more comfortable they get. These are 35. Yeah. One of the more popular ones people buy. It comes with its own screens, and it's a lighter and a pipe all in one. So you just pull this out. And these are refillable, so you just buy some butane, you fill it up as you run out. But it's a lighter and a pipe all in one. And it's got a nice, it's stainless steel, it's got a nice weight to it too, you know. But a lot of people that have bought these come in a couple of weeks later, buy it again because they get stolen. Like, Bruce, I gotta get another one, they stole it from me. I'm like, all right. And then these here, they're just different stash cans, but they're kind of fun too, because they're actually weighed out. Yeah. And then some of them are like banded up, like they can walk around and eat it all day. And this is our last 6-shooter. It's also stainless steel. So, I think it's got the grinder in too. But it's kind of a fun one.
Well, I'll leave that.
Sounds good. Well, thank you, ladies.
Yeah.
Have a good rest of
Yeah,
your day.
you too.
Thank you.
All right.
Well, Timmy already got his assignment.
Are you keeping an eye on his grades?
crazy
I'm
phones.
surprised they let you. Good thing I didn't have that tech back when I was in high school. That would have been screwed.
Yeah. That's right.
How are your grades doing? Oh, they're doing all right. You're lying to me. Okay. I'm getting there. I'm almost done. Time for the GPU. Actually, I'm gonna close up the computer first. Might need your help, Mom. Help me.
What?
Just go on this side of the computer, here and here.
Okay.
Just so it doesn't move because I'm going to put a lot of force on it.
Oh, I see. Okay, I got it. I'm not being filmed, I hope.
No, not really.
That's it.
That doesn't want to fit.
Maybe it's the wrong way or something. The wrong side. Need to go underneath it.
No. Mainly because there's such a bulge in the freaking cords back here.
Oh, this here.
Maybe just.
Maybe once you start screwing it on, it'll tighten
No, I
up.
can't screw it on until.
Yeah, because it lines up right here.
Oh yeah, now it finally went, so now I can.
Oh, okay.
Let me give me two of those screws back there. Those black ones. They're fine. Just just in case the case
gonna-
bulged out.
Put me on your payroll too?
Get out of here.
These hands are not free. Remember that Tom, that guy,
Yeah.
that one time?
Yep. So that's done. Plugging the system fan. Okay. Well, let's see if she boots up. I should have tested that beforehand, but we'll see. I didn't even test to see if it's working with kids. I'm just going for it.
Yeah.
Well, let's see here. Moment of truth. Hey, hey. We have life. Let's see if it goes to the screen or not. There we go. Keep your memory change. Run setup. Cool. All right, we're in the BIOS. Awesome. That means we can install stuff. So, thank you guys so much for watching. See you next time. So, build is a success so far. I'll take these plastic up top here. That's what I'm saying. Nice. Look at that beauty, Mom.
Oh, that was awesome. Very nice computer.
Yeah. Okie dokie. Well, that appears to be everything. So, I will see you guys next time.